Hello, my name's Lynn. I'm the voice behind the videos, so you'll be hearing me doing some explanations for your functional skills maths exam at level 2. We've got lots of different videos in the series, all on different topics. I'd suggest for each of them you make sure you have a piece of paper, a pen and a calculator handy so that you can have a go at the questions as we go through. I always suggest that you pause the videos, take as much time as you need, and then carry on and have a look at the answers with me. Do always feel free to rewind and fast forward through any video so that you can either recap or skip to a point where you need a bit more explanation. We've got videos for all of the main topics, and in each of them we'll look at some of the methods and strategies to answer the different types of questions. We'll look at the wording of the questions, and we'll look at some practice exam questions for every topic so that you can feel more confident going to the exam that you know what you need to do. So join me in our upcoming video, and good luck for all of your exams.
So in the last video, I left you with the explanation of how to do the ratio questions. And in this video, I'm going to take you through some slightly easier exam question examples. There is a third video which takes you through some of the harder examples. So decide which one you want to watch and then go through it. For this one, I definitely recommend you have a pencil or pen and paper and a calculator so you can do some of the examples along with me. So we're going to have a look at our first question now. I'll let you read the questions through for yourself. Pause the video so you have enough time to work them out, and then I'm going to go through the explanation. Note this is a 4-mark question, so that's suggesting there's about 4 steps in total. Okay, let's have a look at how to work through this. So the first thing I would do is just highlight all the key points. 450 people, 1.5 litres in one bottle, and 200 ml in a glass, and 50 bottles in total. Now, you know I'm always talking about units. I found some mixed units. We're talking here about litres and here about millilitres. So I'm probably going to get everything in the same units at this point. Now I need to know the fact that there's 1,000 mils in a litre. It's not going to tell me that. I have to have memorised that fact. I can then say that 1.5 litres is 1,500 mils. So I can work that out just by saying it's a litre and a half again. So now I've got everything all in millilitres rather than in mixed units. I can now start to tackle some of the information in the question. So I can say there's 1,500 millilitres in one bottle. Now you could choose to look at the glasses first or the bottles. I've decided to look at bottles first and glasses later. Now I have 50 bottles. I know what's in one. So to get 50, I just times the amount in one bottle by 50. So that's 75,000 mils in 50 bottles. So we've got that bit of information now. I'm now going to start to deal with the people and the glasses. So we know that one person has 200 mils because they're going to have one glass. And we know there are 450 people. So we're going to need 450 times 200 to get enough for all those people. So if we do that maths, we do it on the calculator, or you can do it longhand, that's fine if you want to practice without the calculator. That gives us 90,000 millilitres for 450 people. Now what I often do with these type of questions is split them into wants and haves. What we worked out earlier is what she has, and then what we worked out just now is what she wants to have. So we worked out she has 75,000 millilitres, but she wants to have 90,000 millilitres. Always make sure we answer the question. We've done all the maths. Does she have enough? No, she does not have enough. So to get the 4 marks for that question, we need to say no. And we probably need to have the 75,000 and the 90,000 or some other similar working that compares the different amounts of juice. It doesn't have to be set out the way I've done it. So well done if you worked that one out and if you did some kind of similar maths to get those figures. Going to look at a new example now. So do pause this one, have a read through. 3-mark question. Okay, let's see how to do it. Again, I'm going to pick out the key point, 750 grams for every 30 meters squared. So that's an area for every area. And he wants to put the fertilizer along with a total area of 450. So I want to compare area with area. So I'm going to split the 450 into 30 pieces because for each of those 30 I need to put a set amount of fertilizer. So I'm going to do that division, which gives me 15. So that means that there's 15 sort of parts, 15 lots of 30 meters. And we know for each of those we use 750 grams of fertilizer. So we multiply that 15 by 750. And that gives us 11,250. And that's our final answer. How much fertilizer should Billy use? 11,250 grams. Or we could put that amount into kilograms if we wish to, because we know 1,000 grams is a kilogram, then we know that that is 11.25 kilograms. It actually doesn't matter here because it doesn't specify the units you use, but you must put the units you've used on the end of your answer. Otherwise, the examiners won't know that you understand the different units. So you can do either grams or kilograms, but you must put the units on the answer. So well done if you worked that one out successfully. Another question here, do have a read through, have a go at it, and then we'll look on the next slide how we've worked this one out. Okay, so I'm going to, in this one, set out my ratio that's in the box, just in a slightly easier format for me to understand. So I've got weed killer and water. We've got 3.5 litres of weed killer and 400 litres of water. Checking that those units are the same before I start, and we've also got litres down here, so everything is all fine. Set that out. I know we need a total of this many litres, so total tells me I need to add up my ratio parts. So remember, if we see total, we add up our existing parts. Adding up our existing parts gives us 403.5 litres. Then we say, what do we need to get to? And we actually know that that makes 1 hectare. We know the playing fields have a total area of 8 hectares. So remember, for 1 hectare, for 8. So everything needs to get 8 times bigger. Let's make everything get 8 times bigger. Use our calculator. And that gives us 3228 here. So we can match that with the 3228 there. Because it matches, yes, he has enough. Now, some of you may have chosen to do a slightly different method. You may have got to this stage and done the division method we practiced earlier. So dividing 3228 by 403.5. And that gives you 8. So you then know all of your amounts have to be multiplied by 8. And that would also, of course, get you back to this stage. So it just gives you a demonstration that there's lots of different ways to do a question. Don't forget to do this last step of saying, yes, he has got enough. Otherwise, you'll only get 2 out of the 3 marks. So that's the end of the easier examples. In the next video, I'm going to take you through those harder examples. So if you'd like to see those, do play the next video.